look at you.
So lovely.
And I know it's gonna be
A lovely day.
lovely day, lovely day, lovely
Oh, lovely day.
lovely day, lovely
It's gonna be a lovely day.
lovely day, lovely day,
You make this a lovely day.
lovely day,
A
goes away. Then I look at you,
Then I look at you.
and the world's all right with me.
I know it's gonna be alright.
Just one look at you,
Just one look at you.
and I know it's gonna
Oh, it's gonna be
be a lovely day.
hey, a lovely, lovely, lovely day. It's gonna be
A lovely day.
can all sit down. Now, is that just about the best pomp and circumstance you've ever heard? Let's hear it for this group. So welcome families, friends, department chairs, associate deans, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests. And of course, a very special welcome to the College of Education and Human Development, class of 2019. I'm Jean Quam, the Dean of the College, and together, today, we are going to celebrate the most important event of the year for us, for you. We, of course, hope for a sunny day, but this year I think we can be glad that there's just no snow. This was the day we've been anxiously awaiting for all of us. This is the day we honor our graduates, wish them well as they embark on their careers, and I'm very proud of all of our graduates, and I know those of you in the audience are as well. I want to give thanks today to everyone who helped make this day possible. We need to start with the students who worked so hard to get here. And their family and friends who supported them every step of the way. And I want to thank our faculty who shared their knowledge and expertise, donors who invested in the college and our students' futures with scholarships, and our staff who have been here since early this morning, making sure that everything was just right for today's ceremony. So thank you all. Now, I just asked you to sit, but now I'm going to ask you to stand again, wave to any family and friends, blow them a kiss, say thank you. So if there's others that couldn't be here with you today, please be sure to let them know how important they've been to you in this journey. I'd also like to thank our special guests who are with us today, Regent Thomas Anderson, Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Education, Scott Lanyon, Associate Vice President for Public Engagement, Andy Furco, and Vice Provost for Faculty and Academic Affairs, Rebecca Ropers. And we're particularly proud of the fact that Andy Furco and Rebecca Ropers are also faculty in our college. I'd also like to thank our musical performers. I will say not only do we have the best students, but by far we have the best music at a graduation. I want you to particularly know that we have Fadawa Sahibu, who is the percussionist on the drums, Jeff Jones, vocalist, Thomasina Petrus, vocalist, Thomas West on the piano, and Larry Sims on the trumpet. And finally, I'd like to thank, there's a college commencement committee who planned every detail of this event, and all of the student services and college staff who took today to be here with you and to make everything run smoothly. Now, I also want to give you some advice. My Aunt Ida used to always say that there was a right way to do things. Now, this was a lot of years ago. She taught me to do thank you notes, written thank you notes, not emails. She taught me how to wear white gloves, which I don't wear anymore. She used to, her husband was the dean of students, and so she also taught me, she took me to a couple of graduations when I was a very young kid, and taught me what to do at graduation, how you would clap very politely when someone went across the stage. I just want you to know, we don't do that anymore. We don't do that in CEHD. What we do is when somebody is coming across the stage, whether or not you know them, we want to hear a hoop, a holler, a whistle, applause, cheering. Could you practice? And a little music to go with it, hey. So that's the CEHD etiquette. So if you see somebody coming across, any of you up here, and this will also make the time go a lot faster if you can just applaud for them. So let them know that you're here. In a few minutes, we're going to confer the MED, the MA, the MS, the MSW, the EDD, and PhD degrees. Graduates, your diplomas represent hours and hours of reading, researching, writing, listening to lectures, studying, and taking exams, and hopefully creating some fond memories. I hope you pause a minute to reflect on what it took for you to achieve this important milestone. Although many of you have reached the end of your formal education, we hope that we have prepared you to be lifelong learners. We also hope that you will stay connected with our college as alumni, and most of all, we hope that you go on to use the knowledge and skills you have gained to make a real difference in the world. So now, before we begin with the ceremony, I'd like to indulge in one of my favorite perks as dean. It's my privilege to be the very first one to say, congratulations, class of 2019. I just thought of one more thing that's really important. Somewhere in the program it tells you to turn off your phones. Don't do that. What I want you to do is to make sure they're on silent, but we're trying to trend today, and I'm doing my part. This is very serious business. We're hashtag CEHD 2019. Pretty clever, huh? Hashtag CEHD 2019. So tweet your hearts out, send pictures. I've already started. Join us and let's see what we can do. Now it's my great pleasure to introduce Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Education at the University of Minnesota, Scott Lanyon. Scott earned his PhD from Louisiana State University, where his research was in the field of avian systematics. Is that right? That's right. Systematics? Thank you. I didn't take any classes in avian systematics. Using DNA sequence data, he and his colleagues developed an understanding of the evolutionary relationships among families and species of birds. After coming to the University of Minnesota, he served for 8 years as the head of the Department of Ecology, Evolution, and Behavior, and 13 years as director of the Bell Museum of Natural History. And I love it, I'm getting tweets. One of his top priorities for graduate education at the U is to prepare students for a wide range of career paths, not only in academia, but also for positions in industry, government, nonprofits, and K-12 education. Other priorities include increasing diversity in graduate education, building communities that welcome students from underrepresented groups, providing training on how to work effectively in diverse teams, and helping students communicate effectively with diverse audience. So please join me in welcoming Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Education, Scott Lanyon.
Thank you, Dean Quam, for the invitation to be here. Regent Anderson, dignitaries. I'll let you know that I'm actually attending 7 commencements this year, and I can tell you this is the best music. I'm honored and delighted to be with you here today to celebrate your great accomplishments. Earning a graduate degree is a significant undertaking, one that less than 10% of the U.S. population will achieve. Everyone has questions. What sets you apart is that you had the motivation, the perseverance, and support to pursue the answers to those questions in academia. You wondered. Your passion, patience, and persistence helped you to arrive at this moment. Although it's the graduate alone who will receive the degree, the path that each has taken to earn this recognition has included many others. No one does this alone. Along the way, our graduates were nurtured and supported by parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles, partners and spouses, siblings, and children. They were encouraged and inspired by friends and neighbors, classmates and colleagues, faculty and mentors, many of whom traveled long distances to be here today. And some are here with us in spirit and no less proud of our graduates' accomplishments. The College of Education and Human Development has some of the very best and brightest students at the University of Minnesota. The dean asked me to say that. But it's true. As experts in human learning, development, and performance, each of you has chosen to pursue a career that will make a difference in the world. Many of you will contribute to closing the achievement gap, improving outcomes for survivors of childhood trauma, or establishing new approaches to health and wellness education. Others will implement policies that advance diversity and inclusion, create prevention programs for at-risk populations, or help ensure that people of all abilities have access to the same educational opportunities. Some of you will develop frameworks of leadership to help advance organizations, address issues and experiences of diversity to promote just and equitable outcomes, or explore new ways to support our aging populations. I believe that in your chosen professions, you will also address one of the grand challenges of both the generations before us and arguably of those that follow us, understanding, appreciating, and embracing the differences among us as human beings. Decades of research has shown that socially diverse groups, that is, those with a diversity of race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, nationality, educational and socioeconomic background, are more innovative than homogeneous groups. A male and female child psychologist, for example, might have perspectives and insights on a situation that diverge even more than those between two male researchers, one a child psychologist and the other a chemist. In some situations, a group of ordinary people who are diverse can out-innovate a group of like-minded experts. Diversity jolts us into cognitive action in ways that homogeneity does not, will not, cannot. Diversity makes us smarter. It produces better results. It will help us achieve things we could never do alone. A study published in Scientific American found that when disagreement comes from a socially different person, we're prompted to work harder. It's being able to tolerate, accept, and learn from those who are different that will propel you forward as individuals, as leaders, and will move all of us forward as a planet. It's accepting that working with people unlike you is not only the civil thing to do, it is also the only way that we will arrive at effective solutions to today's problems. As experts in your disciplines, you're poised to make great contributions. While disciplinary expertise is necessary, it's not a sufficient condition for success. As graduates of the College of Education and Human Development, you bring forward not just your own knowledge and skills, but also an ability and a desire to connect with and listen to people who are different than you, with viewpoints and experiences that contrast with your own. Each of you alone is smart, but your collective knowledge, expertise, backgrounds, and experiences have the potential to be brilliant. To be brilliant, we need to work together, and to work together, we need to be able to get along with each other, to understand each other in authentic ways, to respect each other, to value our differences. The easiest path is to work and socialize with people who look, think, and act like ourselves, but it is also the path least likely to lead to major advancements for society. You've chosen a more demanding, but ultimately more rewarding path, to work with individuals with diverse disciplines, cultures, backgrounds, ethnicities, nationalities, abilities, views, opinions, and experiences. To challenge your own assumptions and beliefs, to consider alternate points of view, and explore the unknown. It is on this path that you will accomplish great things. Congratulations, and I wish you the very best today and in the years ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Deborah Dillon, the Senior Associate Dean for the College of Education and Human Development, and I want to welcome you today and also take this moment to thank Vice Provost Lanyon for his fabulous words. He is such a pleasure to work with, and we're so fortunate here at the University of Minnesota to have his leadership for graduate and professional education. Thank you. It's my pleasure today to be able to present Jeff Jones and Thomasina Petrus performing Unwritten, accompanied by Thomas West and Daryl Boudreau.
Undefined. Yeah, I'm just beginning. The pen's in my hand.
I break traditions, sometimes my tries outside the lines. Yeah, we've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way, no. Stare at the blank page before you, open up the dirty windows, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where you're, now feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself with words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. So I need you to put your hands together like this. Now keep it on the beat now. Right there, yeah. Before you open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words of your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book, now feel the rain on your skin. Hey, yeah. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself with words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Congratulations.
Wow, way to inspire us, Thomasina and Jeff. Thank you so much. Well, today I have the pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Michael Rodriguez. Michael Rodriguez is a professor in the Department of Educational Psychology and CEHD, where he holds the Campbell Leadership Chair in Education and Human Development. He is a fifth-generation Minnesotan and first-generation college graduate who received his BA from the Morris campus. He received his PhD in measurement and quantitative methods from Michigan State University. Much of his research is focused on understanding the psychometric properties of tests. He spends a great deal of time working with schools and school districts to develop methods for improving their use of large-scale test information for planning and evaluation. He currently provides advisory support for the National Board of Professional Teaching Standards, the National Assessment of Educational Progress, the U.S. Defense Department on Military Personnel Testing, the Association of American Medical Colleges, and the Burroughs Center for Testing. Through his role in the Campbell Leadership Chair, he is a founding co-director of the Educational Equity Resource Center at the university. In fact, it is the region's first research hub and portal dedicated to closing the opportunity gap. Among his honors is the award for outstanding contributions to post-baccalaureate graduate and professional education from the University of Minnesota. He's also received the Robert H. Beck Faculty Teaching Award from CEHD, the Alumni Society. He's received the Albert J. Harris Research Award from the International Reading Association and the CEHD Community Service Award. Michael is an amazing scholar and an even more amazing human being. Help me welcome him to the podium.
All right, I thought there was a PowerPoint. No, just kidding. Regent Anderson and Dean Quam, faculty and staff, family and friends and graduates. I am happy to be here this afternoon, and I would like to start with an observation. The world is in these seats before us, and how beautiful it is, right? This brings me hope that people from around the world can come together, study, learn, explore, solve problems, meet challenges, and build productive relationships. And because the world is here in these seats, in this arena, we can be examples of how the world could be. Our job is to take care of ourselves, take care of each other, and take care of this planet. With advanced degrees, you are uniquely positioned to do this. Some would say we have a responsibility to do more because of our advanced degrees. In moments like this, I reflect on my own commencement ceremony just 20 years ago. I call on my ancestors, some ancestors with indigenous roots, who lived and died that I could be here in this moment. All of their lives and their work brings us here today, in this space, in this time. We are here because of them. I am the great-grandson, the great-great-grandson, and grandson of immigrants. I grew up in a house with 4 generations, listening to stories about immigrant experiences on both sides of the family. I may be a 5th-generation Minnesotan, but I am the first in my family to go to college, and I am not an immigrant. But I know the challenges my ancestors faced to support the family, to support me. I have achieved much more success than I ever imagined, and I did not do this alone. None of us did. For many of us, we can point to family members, a teacher, a counselor, a coach, a religious leader who supported and guided us. When we, in turn, take on the support role, we will be better equipped to take care of each other, ourselves, and our planet. And I'm really happy to address you today. I'm especially happy because in those seats are 2 of my advisees and a family member. So, I'm just going to say a few things about my 2 graduating advisees and my nephew. This is my speech, after all. So let's start with Jose. Jose's out there. Jose finished high school in Mexico, and after arriving in Minnesota, he learned English. He worked his way through college. I first met Jose at a coffee shop. At that time, he was working with immigrant students and families in St. Paul schools. Now, as a graduate student, Jose has contributed to several innovative measurement projects, including the measurement of early language development of 4- and 5-year-olds in Spanish and in English, and more recently, exploring how graduate programs at the University of Minnesota assess graduate student learning outcomes. He is an award-winning scholar and already contributed to our knowledge base in important ways, confronting persistent challenges to promote educational equity. Next, there's Corey. Corey's out there. When Corey was exploring graduate school, he sent me an email asking me what kind of opportunities exist in educational measurement. He knew he wanted to work in education, but in a way that would involve his interest in statistics and research, and would allow him to remain connected to his community. Knowing firsthand of the challenges his family endured as Hmong refugees in America, he set forth a path to achieve advanced academic credentials. He has already published on the topic of positive development for Hmong youth, empirically studying the assets and the supports that produce success among Hmong youth. Karlie is an award-winning researcher and is now the first Hmong psychometrician in the history of the field. Then there's Troy, my nephew. Troy's out there. This makes him a sixth-generation Minnesotan. One day when Troy was in second grade, his teacher sent a note home. I think I'm quoting. Troy spends his free time in the school library. He should be outside playing with the other kids. His teacher was concerned because he's reading too much. Several years later, when he was in high school, Troy spent a couple of weeks with me in Guatemala and his grandfather, where I was working on a USAID project. There he observed a level of poverty that we don't really see in Minnesota, created by politically sanctioned segregation in a deeply bifurcated society. He is now looking forward to being a high school English teacher. A high school English teacher. Bless his heart. An avid reader with global awareness, he is ready to make a difference. Troy, thank you for your service. We should all thank a teacher today for their service. And of course, teaching is a profession, but it is also so much more. As you take on roles as teachers, school counselors, school psychologists, social workers, school leaders, early childhood educators, future faculty, and many other roles, the world will be with you, just as it is here today. There are many Jose's and Karlies and Troy's in those seats, each of you with a unique and important story. Finally, I know that some of you still have work to do to complete your degree requirements. Complete those final papers, those theses, those dissertations, because your work has just begun. We look forward to watching how you take care of yourselves, how you take care of each other, and how you take care of our planet. On behalf of your faculty, we look forward to all the great work that you will do. Good luck and congratulations. Buena suerte y felicidades.
Michael, thank you so much for inspiring us and for reminding us of the potential for all of our lives and our contributions. You know, I knew this talk was going to be amazing, and we had an amazing talk last year too, and I want to remind myself of the amazing individual who gave that talk, Michael Go, who is our Vice President for Equity and Diversity, and he's with us today. Michael? And at this moment, I would like to introduce to you our CEHD Alumni President, Chris Dixon, who would like to say a few words.
How are you guys doing out there? I'm emotional right now because it was 14 years ago that I walked across this stage receiving my MED in Applied Kinesiology, so I'm very proud of each of you, and I'm just excited. Hi, my name is Chris Dixon, President of the College of Education and Human Development Alumni Society. On behalf of the CEHD Alumni Society and the University of Minnesota Alumni Association, it is my honor to congratulate you on earning your degree today. As CEHD graduates, you are now among the ranks of 75,000 fellow alumni. Nearly 30,000 of them live here in Minnesota, and 1,200 of them work here on campus at the U. The University of Minnesota has roughly 477,000 alumni globally. That group is now your network. Tap into it as you begin your career preparations. Many of you will be relocating to other cities. It is a sure thing wherever you go, you're bound to be in close proximity to you graduates. We make it easy for you to stay in touch. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Read about our latest achievements in the CEHD Connect magazine and through various e-newsletters, and take part in various alumni chapter and volunteer opportunities. As you embark on the next stage of your journey, there are 3 things I encourage you to do. 1, display your diploma. Be proud of your accomplishments and let your friends, family, and co-workers know all about your alma mater. 2, keep us informed about your professional progress and share your accomplishments with us. It's easy and a great way to stay in touch. See the back page of your commencement program for more details on how you can update your contact information. And 3, explore and take advantage of alumni programs offered by CEHD and the university. As a member of the University of Minnesota Alumni Association, you can help support the important work of the university. One of the U's key strengths is our network of alumni who care deeply about our future. The coaster you receive today is a gift from the CEHD Alumni Society. Let it be a reminder that the alumni community is extremely proud of you. Welcome new alums, and congratulations on your achievements.
Thank you, Chris, for your remarks. And now, on behalf of Dean Jean Quam, Associate Dean Naeem Madouin, Associate Dean Frank Simons, and me, we will begin presenting the candidates. Representing the university in the official conferring of the degrees is Regent Thomas Anderson, and I want to take a moment to tell you a little bit about Regent Anderson. He is a licensed funeral director who owned and operated the Anderson Funeral Home in Alexandria, Minnesota for more than 30 years. An active community member, he has served on the board of the Alexandria Area Chamber of Commerce and the Alexandria Area Economic Development Commission. He is also a board member of Ethos Home Care Healthcare in Fargo, Moorhead, and a former board of chair of the Newt Nelson Healthcare in Alexandria. Regent Anderson is a graduate of the University of Minnesota with a bachelor's degree in mortuary science, and he and his wife Angie have 2 adult children, Craig and Jack. We really appreciate him spending time with us in celebrating graduation here in CEHD. I also would like to recognize CEHD Student Services Director Amy Campson and Director of the TRIO Student Services Support Program, Minerva Munoz, who will read graduate names this afternoon. And now I would like to offer instructions for you as we proceed forward. Before we begin, I want to introduce the candidates by department and degree. Graduates, you should watch the marshals and ushers at the end of the rows, and they will lead you up to the stage ramp or cue you as to when to come to the stage ramp. When you walk up the ramp, your name will be read, and as Dean Quam stated earlier, we know that this is a very special day for each one of you. So as you walk across the stage, if we inadvertently pronounce your name, please feel free to tell the reader the correct pronunciation and your name will be read again. You should then proceed across the stage to greet Regent Anderson, Dean Quam, and your advisor or department chair. We are a diverse community, and we respect and honor students who do not wish to shake hands due to personal, cultural, or religious beliefs. We ask that students extend a hand first to express their wish to shake hands. A photographer will be present to take your picture as you greet Dean Quam. You should then continue down the ramp and return to your seat. Now, as Dean Quam reminded us, despite what you might have heard about sitting politely at graduation ceremonies, remember, at the CEHD ceremony, we allow, and in fact, we encourage you to cheer, yell, whistle, and make lots of noise for your fellow graduates. Let them know you're out there. And now, Regent Anderson, I have the honor of presenting to you those students in the College of Education and Human Development who have completed the requirements for their degrees. As we begin today, we have a very special opening to our ceremony. I want to introduce to you a wonderful human being, a wonderful professor, Dr. Neil Nickerson. Dr. Nickerson is a professor in the Organizational Policy, Leadership and Policy Department. He has been in OLPD for 50 years, and he has helped support and prepare the most PhD students in the nation, 165 at the closure of today's ceremony. I am so pleased that he will join us here on stage and help us with the hooding of number 164 and number 165. At this time, I would like to ask Paul R. Ramseth to come to the stage. Doctor of Philosophy in Organizational Leadership Policy and Development, Education Policy and Leadership. Amy E. Hamburg. Doctor of Education, Organizational Leadership, Policy, and Development. And let's all recognize Dr. Neil Nickerson, our amazing colleague. We will now begin with the Department of Educational Psychology, the Master of Education in Special Education.
Lisa Vega. Abigail Myers. Jenna Montgomery. Emma Chapman. Jessica Lindberg. Laura Hobart. Elizabeth Kalinoski. Alvin C. Johnson. Jessica Wilson. Stephanie Hu. Na Mon Chun Charotsuk. Tian Hui Zhang. Larahun Karkungar. Catherine Augustin. Zachary Gibson. Ann Elizabeth Ritter. Madison M. Gaeta. Tiffany K. Petrie. Shannon Rosenberg. Karlie Ann Kurtz. Christina Wilkin.
The Department of Educational Psychology, Master of Arts degree.
Alexandria Muldrew. Jenna McGinnis. Sydney Pauling. Heather Taylor. Sydney McCaslin. Amelia Ruedy. Annie Christenson. Annie Gert.
The Department of Educational Psychology, counseling, and student personnel psychology.
Zebin Lin. Keenan Kasher-Smart. Jingming Theodore Wang. Ula Leo. Devin Andries. Tori Rogers. Jessica LaChance. Longqing Kang. Anastasia Press. Andrew Jacobson. Michelle Anderson. Shelby Ann McCabe. Brianna Christian. Allison Nicole Beasley. Brianna Roth. Stephanie Sinjem. Katie O'Dowd. Madison Sauer. Cassandra Rickles. Maren Haugo. Gabriella Rayleigh. Amani Yassin. Rebecca Engelleiter. Gretchen Klefsted. Anastasia Osbeck. Brianna Fabry. Abby Maxfield. Nicholas Iverson. Daniel Hoffman. Caitlin Cunningham. Sasha Weist. Rebecca Mendoza.
And now we would like to present the Doctor of Philosophy degree, the Department of Educational Psychology.
Brittany Pennington. Brenna Rudolph. John Mua Nutua. Elena Zhang. Yikori Vu. Bowen Liu. Jose Palmala Zamora. Ma Ta Jacobson. Kevin Zeman. Ethan Brown. Stephanie Brunner. Chloe Webb. Victoria Earhart. Alyssa Shart.
We're going to transition now and allow the faculty from the Department of Family Social Science to come down and be ready to greet their students. And we will begin this afternoon by presenting the Master of Education degree.
Katie Sorensen. Catherine Dickinson. Adelina Wood. Lisa Adrian Urbez. Elizabeth Klugshurst. Sarah Wald Alcock. Kaylee Moore. Kelly Tronstad. Brooke Lawrence Swift. Kimberly Sauer Seal. Fathia Fareyi.
The Department of Family Social Science Master of Arts degree.
Alize Ratani. Dimitri McGee.
The Department of Family Social Science Doctor of Philosophy.
Muzi Chen. Brar. Emily Jordan Jensen. Eugene Hall. Daniel Cooper. Noah Gagner.
And now we'll take a moment for a transition for our faculty in the School of Kinesiology to be able to move into the position of greeting their students. And we will begin with the School of Kinesiology's Master of Education degree.
Rebecca Tripp. Andrea House. Abigail Fouts. Chang Liao. Pablo Jimena Dominguez. Michael Kelly. Hayden Fear. Paige Paschal. Richard Anthony Alvarez. Christopher Muraz. Chadwick Smith. Madeline Tyne. Robert Alexander Cruz. Nicole Schammel. Catherine Alger. Brandon Hunter. Anna Green.
The School of Kinesiology, Master of Science.
Mackenzie Salo. Francesca Principi. Courtney Boucher. Therese Catherine Wickman. Sarav Dubey.
And now we'd like to present the School of Kinesiology Doctor of Philosophy degree students.
Heidi Noel Kramer. Christiana Joy Raymond Pope. Anna Faith. Aw. Kristen Noel Wood. Ji Woo. Hanan Savala. Alexander Kashak. Hannah Walter. Dong-uk Yeo. Jessica Holtz-Wolf.
And now we'll take another moment for transition so that our faculty in organizational leadership, policy, and development may go to their place to greet their students. And we'll begin with our OLPD Master of Education students.
Helen Doherty Wakeman. Mohammed Sheikh Abdurrahman. Anna Peters. Lee Danielson. Todd Leafman. Brandon Ruedy. Greta Tank. Nathaniel Hart Anderson. Long Zhang. Jiang Si Yi Shu. Todd Mulder. Is the doctor now?
The Organizational Leadership, Policy, and Development Higher Education degree of Doctor of Education.
Mr. George E. French.
The Department of Organizational Leadership and Policy Development Master of Education degree.
Dalal Khatib. La Khatib. Nancy Chang. Anna Capeter. Megan Seikel. Abby Savage. Clark Chamberlain Wellman. Hinda Abdi. Michelle Hughes Fauché. Jacqueline Burt. Sarah Jackson. Angela Olson. Dennis Petzel. Casey Walt. Allison Keirth. Marisa de la Rosa. Haley Elizabeth Clark. Bo Fun. Mingjun Lin. Mingjun Lin. Linyu Zhang. Li Xin Zhang. Sioen Wang. Yakun Sun. He Zhang.
The Department of Organizational Leadership Policy and Development, Master of Arts degree.
Alexander Tsagai Abraha. Stephanie Morrison Gandy. Christopher Stoltenberg. Jessica Patrice Cameron. Sarah Santiago. Karlie Derwin. Matthew Kennedy. Shamay John. Jayin Quinn. Panpan Zhang. Ann Jenkin. Caitlin Broback. Carrie Mellerup. Elizabeth Winkleman. Karlie Thompson. Dimas F. Shamudra. Edward Aston.
Master of Education in OLPD.
Chanel Thomas.
And now, the Department of Organizational Leadership, Policy and Development, Doctor of Philosophy.
Elizabeth Abraham. Stephanie Sisco. Sangwon Byung. Jennifer Ridgway. Sandra Ayo. Felicia Karras. Kate Diamond. Fernando Rodriguez. Jacqueline Rivard. Michael Hiblin. Heather Naro. Peter James Burnside. Mary Schlarb. Jennifer Freekiss. Elishiva Cohen. Teresa Heath. Samantha Elizabeth Holquist. Hyun Jun Kim. Joel Mixon. Elizabeth Sopti. William Remmert II. Keofion Yen-E Anderson. I'm sorry, Henderson. Ann Barnes. She go. Jennifer Steiner. Andrew Euler. Richard Balmautry. Maurice Makanu Sikenyi. Millicent Ajayi. Halim Chun. Kevin Schuttinger. Jeremy Michael Clark. Diane Polojalo. Sobin Jen. Vidya Shanker.
And now we'll take a small pause so that the faculty from the Institute of Child Development may go into their place to greet their students. What would you like to do? So we're going to take a moment, and Dean Quam is going to give us a special message, but we'll have to listen closely.
We'll see if this is on yet. Oh, yeah. Okay. What's your name?
I'm Nora.
Nora. So Nora was picked for this very special honor. So you may not have noticed, but we're actually in a hockey arena. We haven't had to worry about any flying pucks today, but one of the traditions at our CEHD graduation is that we do the wave in honor of our students. So this is also a good way to get a little exercise here in the middle of it. So could everybody please stand if you want to? You ready to help me?
Yeah, what am I going to do?
We're just going to point.
Point. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay, Nora, right?
Yeah.
Nora and I are going to start over here, and we're going to go around. Here we go. The wave.
Do we go back?
Okay. The hardest part is stopping. So now, in honor of her good work, we're going to give Nora a master's degree today.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I appreciate it. All right.
And now we'll begin with our first Institute of Child Development Master of Education degree awardee.
Nora Waranimi. Mary Gorzek.
That's for me.
Mackenzie Shuett. Mallory Hall. Kayla Cockrell. Caitlin Swanson. Catherine Talene. Katrina Mitchell. Joseph Bluestein.
And now we present the Institute of Child Development Doctor of Philosophy.
Christina Mondirago. Amanda K. Grinnell. Rebecca DeStefano. Catherine Ridge Mayer. Jyothi Ramakrishnan.
And now we'll take a moment to transition so our colleagues from the School of Social Work can go to the place to be able to greet their students. And now we will begin with the School of Social Work Master of Education degree.
Gary Moore. Gabrielle Gear. Emily Krumberger. Candence Sanders. Rinny Karna. Justice Murray. Brianna Fisher. Hannah Vincent Willett. Catherine Wynn.
The School of Social Work Master of Social Work.
Kathleen Mulera. Cyrus Michael Hare. Henrietta Oluchi Couillard. Miranda Barker. Kathleen Jo Peterson. Jenna Dorschner. Gloria James. Maria Hughes.
And now we'll transition again to the Department of Curriculum and Instruction, and we ask... And what a welcome for the faculty to find their special spot to greet their students. The Department of Curriculum and Instruction Master of Education degree.
Scott Raymond Cummings. Munjo Eileen Kenali. Rosina Drury. Mark Kerber. Gaoli Her. Ann Schroeder. Wenjing Chen. Morgan Pepping. Lydia Carolyn Holland. Laurel Kratowitz. Troy Oslin. David Huck. Alexi Moon Casal. Leila Abdi Mohammed Suleiman. Courtney Schlazacek. Elliot Godaken. Julia Rose Her. Jasmine Lane. Sabrina Marie Hawkinson. Sarah Lindgren. Kathleen Moyna. Greta Toon. Kelly Cunahan. Molly Jazz. Zachary Michael Smith. Liza Danchek. Brittany Nelson. Ashley Schuler. Rachel Braddock. Angelica Kubica. Goljua Grace Yang. Josh Hansen. Daniel Alm. Maureen Campbell. Rachel Wilkerson. Catherine Ann Lashinsky. Elizabeth McCabe. Allison Marie Schwingheimer. Casey Lee Wilson. Anastasia Zabel. Danielle Hartel. Kennedy Gunnis. Laura Torgeson. Karis Sloss. Ray Young. Juliana Peterson. Courtney Culver. Kimberly Bell. Jenna Haug. Aaron Johnson. Kara Grace Risto. Adam Blumberg. Madeline Hout. Edward Paul. Joyce Strand Vossler. Andrea Bow. Courtney Formanek. Brianna Vasquez. Emma Tullis. Ryan Garby. Ian Cunningham. Erickson. Boone Yang. Sarah Elizabeth Mercado. Samuel Phipps. Alexander Medina. Jeremy Pobiel. Elisa Sanborn. Sophia Cervenik. Zachary Rice. Taylor Lipo Zovic. Emily Gramsch. Julia Rydberg. Raya Israelson. Abigail Denham. Tara Macias. Gail DeVita. Ashley Hohertz. Margaret Bieber. Aaron Hertz. Madeline Ruth Hawkinson. Megan Marie Becker. Sydney Cordy.
Sandra Thiel. Peter Chan Min-sang. Robert Hoops. Abdirahman Osman. Sonali Diasabagana Fordna. Mayani Bowman. Lauren Schwartzrock. Juliana Marie Ryburn. Matthew Bresson. Desiree Nolani Kepke. Laura Tyne. Cassandra Philhauer. Heather Abel Kemper. Rachel Fleming. Emma Harness. Olivia Ronigan. Alicia Allen. Chelsea McKay Johnson. Thank you. Crystal Brown. Liu Zhang. Xingyue Gao. Xiaojing Wu. Shaoqi Tian. Ji-Min Taylor. Rebecca Lauer. Samuel Polovic. Fong Zhe Andrea. Kelsey Henry. Mitchell Fedig. Rebecca Vickers. Rachel Bailey. Ellen Winderl. Ashley Hughes. Georgia Marie Thompson. Aaron Tuttle. Molly Weldon. Aaron Stein. Ashley Wyke. Kelsey Close. Hannah Hitchcock. Alicia Kerber. Natalie Contreras. Haley Zenner. Michael Dibble. Tara Kuba. Michelle Yang. Maichia Lee. Dee Cha. Elizabeth Larson. Jonathan Thornton. Emily Dawson. Hannah Lavallee. Casey Spirey.
Jaron Simpson. Nikki Hansen. Ali Heller. Carlin Adams. David Eric Palmer. Hannah Che Hin. Olivia Hope Reek. Paige Nelson. Emily Salway. Ingrid Curtis. Shayna Dodson. Emily Verastro. Melinda Marie Lehman Charborda. Camille Ann Rasmussen. Erica Margaret Liling Fong. Elizabeth Jean Hendricks. Courtney French. Michaela Singwinski. Nora Kleber. Holly Woodward. Elizabeth Marie Wilson. Grace Nell. Aaron Booth. Sierra Toll. Christina Zahner. Taylor Freeman. Meredith Sipe. Megan Satterval. Alexandra Hansen.
Curriculum and Instruction, Master of Arts degree.
Laura Kim Lowe. Janet Stewart. Gaida Shamsen.
The Department of Curriculum and Instruction, Doctor of Philosophy.
Hillary Ann Barron. Mary Hedenstrom. Narman Galici. Gina Wieselman. Preeti Titu. Felicia Don Liamukta. Stephanie Rolog Yoon. Jody Hill Baker. John Berglund. James Karlovsky. Nathan Early. Timothy James Morrison. Tracy Hamill. Colleen Ross Bannock. Miranda Shornack. Justine Kim.
Everybody's all blending together.
Daniel Bordwell. Miranda Straub. Jonkwe Ju. Ezekiel Jubair, the third. Lee Fisher. Sarah Sterner. Kelly Swanson.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so patient.
Sheila Gamble. Yang Lee Chang.
And with that, we have conferred all of the degrees today. We have a few concluding activities, and then we will send you on your way. Here is Regent Anderson.
Thank you. So you've all done the hard work, and now we're going to continue the celebration. Will all of the graduates please rise? It gives me great pleasure to complete this ceremony with your conferral. Upon recommendation of the faculty and by authority of the regents, I now confer upon you the degree for which you have qualified. Graduates, please move your tassels to the left. Congratulations.
Sit down. On behalf of the entire college, I want to wish you abundant opportunities to learn, to grow, to connect, to celebrate, and to build the life of your dreams. Congratulations again. Now I'd like to ask Jeff Jones, Thomasina Petrus, and for a special surprise, we have some of our marching band members to They're going to join us on stage. I'm going to ask you all to stand as we sing Hail Minnesota. Afterwards, families and friends, please remain seated until all of the faculty and graduates have completed the recessional.
Minnesota, hail to thee. Hail to thee, our college dear. Thy light shall ever be a beacon light and clear. Thy sons and daughters true will proclaim thee near and far. They shall guide thy fame and adore thy name. Thou shalt be their northern star.
Guests, please be seated. Graduates, please remain standing for the recessional, and thank you all again for being here with us today.
Happiness is the way you feel. Happiness